want to welcome you to Coffee Talk by CertiProf. This is a space to share and discuss educational topics with guests who have a passion for teaching and an interest for learning. In this episode, we're going to be talking about design thinking, what it is, the benefits, and how it contributes to innovation. Today, we have the pleasure of talking to Carolina Salazar. She's a design thinking expert and the founder of Design Thinking Sweden. Hi, Carolina, how are you?
Hi, thank you, Gina. I'm really happy to be here in CertiProf Coffee Talks.
Of course, welcome. Can you please start by giving us an introduction about yourself?
Yeah, for sure. I am a design thinker person. I think that all of my life I was a creative person. Then when I find design thinking, I am the founder of Design Thinking Sweden. I was working all of my life in design thinking, and also with CertiProf through Maribel, we are actualizing the design thinking certification because it's little old. But now somebody say that it's too new. Now I am talking about ISO 50060 because it's a really new way in where you can measure the innovation, and also design thinking is not a pure science. Design thinking is a mix of different techniques and methodologies. Then I was studying lean inception, lean management, interaction design, e-commerce, marketing, storytelling, that a lot of different methodologies and techniques, because design thinking, it's more about how you can use these techniques in different areas, in different ways, and different part of the process. In design thinking, you can figure out, you can think, you can create something that it will be really useful for the people. It's not only to do something or create some product. It's more when you are focused in the people needs, and you can see what they really need. You can create something useful for them. And for me, it's important to be focused in mindfulness, also in fulfillment. You not only need to create something easily, I think that you need to create something effectively and efficiently. Then when you are doing this, the people is happy when you have your product. And this is my idea, my meaning about design thinking, creating products and services that the people loves.
So thank you so much for an introduction to design thinking. Now, can you briefly explain the 5 steps?
Yeah, for sure. These 5 steps was created in the different schools in United States, and these steps in the first were introducing the new idea of innovation that was ideate, create, define, prototype, and evaluate. These steps provide a certain, when you are creating or doing something in the new way, when you like to try to understand, to believe that the people need something, you can figure out how they can work. Then it's easily when you are following the steps, and it's easily to demonstrate your final MVP.
Yeah, so the steps, so we can go over them a little bit. The first one is emphasize, second one is define, ideate is the third one, prototype, and then test. One of the things that I really like about design thinking is that it is a human-centered process, and it allows us to solve problems that result in effective, innovative solutions. So, Caro, how does design thinking help businesses?
Well, when we are using the 5 steps that you say, empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and testing, you can go forward. In the first, when you understand the customer and you use the customer in the center of everything, then you can create this clear understanding. Then you can empathize what the customer really likes and needs. We have a beautiful tool named Empathy Map, and where you can see what the customer likes, needs, believe, also talks and listen. Then you can understand what he likes and when and where. Then you can create this certain about. When you are using define, when you are defining the problem, you start to understand. It's a comprehensive moment, and when you get all of the information, and you gather all of the data about the customer, but also how I use the problem, how I use the product, that you can interact with them and you can co-create and you can share not only a solution, because we are not using the solution. We don't like to provide you the solution about the problem. We like to provide you many options. This is the beauty of design thinking. When you are using ideation, it's because we like to provide to you thousands of opportunities how we can solve your problem. If we understand in good well your problem, we can provide to you the best opportunity for you. Then we don't tell you normally how the problem will be solved. We use the customer for say this is the best option for solve the problem. When we are prototyping, we try to prototype easily and faster the solutions. But the beauty of this is the customer is testing, is using, is being creative with this kind of prototypes that we put in his hands. And in the final, we test. We believe that we are not testing is not useful the situation or the problem or the solution that we are providing to the customer. Then I believe that design thinking is useful for all of the organizations, and they provide certain about the products and the services.
Thank you so much, Caro. So how does design thinking, lean, and agile work together?
Oh, wow, this is a beautiful question. I believe after all of my years studying design thinking, I was studying in Stanford, in Harvard, in Hasselblad, in many different universities all over the world. I really love to study. I think that design thinking is the highway, and where you have a really beautiful team. This team that is flexible, this team that is honest, this team and where you can feel comfortable, then you need agile. You need agile for create and being more powerful team. When you have a team, this team need to configure how they are working. They need to have different tools, but also they need to understand the role and position and the abilities that this team have. For me, Agile is a powerful opportunity to create a friendly environment with the people that is interacting with you. And lean is the beauty of the process, because you can see, you can feel how the process is going, and then you can use Kanban or you can use Scrum, because you need to follow the process, but also you need to see how the process is going. You need to create this kind of beautiful frame, and when the people is interacting, when all of the tools like a design thinking, they are coming for create something easily, but also you need to understand the frame and how is running the project. I think that together is a beautiful combination. Maybe it's a symphony, no? And where somebody is doing really good job, and somebody is co-creating something, somebody is running the project, but somebody is writing the process.
Yeah, so pretty much like design thinking is how we explore and solve the problems. Lean is our framework for testing our beliefs and learning our way to the right outcomes. And then agile is how we adapt to changing conditions with software.
Yes, but also Agile is not only software. Many people believe that Agile is only software. Agile is the culture. Agile is the meaning about the team. You can interact with any kind of software, but when you have no good relation into the team, when the team is not comfortable, when the team is not trained, it's impossible to run any kind of software. Agile is not only a software, it's an interaction with persons, real persons. Flexible persons, with persons with problems, person that is they are not adapting to the process. Then you need to be an agile coach, because you are in charge of the team. When you are a product owner, you are in charge of the product. Then when you are using a Scrum, you are in charge of the strategy, and you are in charge of the goodwill of the project, but also you are running in goodwill the team. Then I believe that this combination is a powerful combination, because you are using something for co-create, that is design thinking. You are using something for feeling good into your team, that is agile, and also you are using a powerful software, and Scrum is a possibility to frame all of the process.
I love that. And where is design thinking used? What industries?
In all of my life, I was using design thinking for everything. I was working in aircraft. I was working in the car industry. I think that is perfect for all of the industries. But here, I think that this is my point of view. Design thinking is for products. Design thinking is really powerful for create something great. But design thinking is not for change the culture. This is the differentiation when we are talking about culture, about product. Design thinking is good for create some certain, but it's not good for change culture, because design thinking was not created for uh, resolutions, for people resolution. Design thinking was created for develop and create new understanding about new ways and where the product help and talk with the customer. This is, I think that this is the big differentiation when we're using design thinking. In the final, design thinking is pretty good for all of the industries, but it's not for human issues. It's for product issues. And this is the big difference. When you like to change the culture, you need to use Agile, you need to use Scrum, you need to use leadership, you need to use coaching. Then together you can create a powerful and stronger culture based on design thinking.
So how is design thinking different from project-based learning?
Okay, design thinking use a lot of creativity, and also design thinking recently start to measure the innovation. We have 10 different kind of innovations, and where we can measure, we can, for example, talk about process or about the customer. Then when you are using design thinking, you are using for co-create, for understand the situation, you are creating the journey, you are creating the processing, so your product is going directly to satisfy the customer needs. And the other methodologies before or after design thinking, they are only focused in the product, measure quality, quantity. It's the first time that a powerful methodology is focused only in the customer experience, in the customer needs. This is the big differentiation.
So going back to the processes, how does the co-design process influence team development, cohesion, creativity, and innovation performance?
I believe that the most important for in my team, for example, we are focused in develop the creativity, in use the creativity, and also the first step for us is figure out if we understand clearly the problem that we like to solve, and we use a lot of time, a lot of hours being creative, trying to understand in real what is the problem that the customer have. And the second part of this journey, it's show the customer that we are there and we have a clear understanding about the problem. We don't like to try to solve the problem, and we don't run directly to try to solve the problem to the customer. We like to share with the customer our ideas, that he can give us a lot of information then around the process, around the situation, then we can create together a perfect plan. Then design thinking is really useful and powerful in all of the ways.
Thank you. So every time that I hear design thinking, I hear innovation. So how does design thinking contribute to the implementation of innovation?
I think that we are using a lot of innovation, like a word, like I told you before, there are the 10 type of innovation, and not in all of them we need design thinking. I think that we need design thinking in product development, when we are focusing in understand the customer experience, but in other areas like design thinking, like innovation, or in innovation, for example, in processes, for example, in procedures, in policies, we don't need to be creatives. we can be innovative using, for example, I don't know, maybe it's once a software or an app, but also not everything it's related with digital transformation. When we are talking about design thinking or innovation, sometimes people believe that everything is related with IT, and I don't think that it's true. Design thinking have a really good opportunity to grow the market through the products or services, but innovation in other ways is good to understand when we are using different kind of processes, but not for everything, and not all of the products need to be innovative.
Completely agree. So our lifelong learners are watching this video and they're really excited about design thinking. How and where can they learn about design thinking?
I think that the first part of how the people can learn easily design thinking is feeling good, understanding that fail is a normal process. We also have a nice talk when we are talking about fails. We say that we need to fail fast, we need to fail often, and we need to fail cheap. Then you are doing design thinking. Then why? Because we need to try in a control environment, but also we need to try in a comfortable environment. When we are trying to create something and we are running directly to the market, for sure it will be a big mess. Then when you are doing design thinking, you need to co-create, you need time for things, you need time for destroy also. We have disruptive innovation that is focusing co-create something through the disruption, through the destruction. Then you need to destroy your ideas. Also, we say that when you are in love with your idea, it's the worst moment because you don't like to destroy your idea. You believe that it's the best, but it's not the best idea. The best idea comes when you are working with your team and you are destroying them, all of them parts. Then you can back and you can say, okay, now is the best idea that I can have, because everybody was adding this extraordinary part of them.
Exactly, and that at the end of the day, design thinking, and when you follow the processes, sometimes you have to go back multiple times based on the feedback that the customers are giving you. And we have to remember that design thinking is a human-centered process. So sometimes, like you said, sometimes we're going to have to go back and destroy our ideas or get more feedback and create ideas that maybe we don't like, but that actually our target, our persona feels comfortable with that.
Yes.
So,
yes, I think I really feel comfortable with my team. My team is working remotely in all over the world. People in all over the world in real, and we can work and we can create this creative destruction moment, and when we can share the idea, the problem that we like to solve to the customer, and everybody back and say, no, we can do this, no, and this is pretty nice. This co-creation moment is pretty nice, and I really enjoy because the people try to solve, try to add, try to contribute with his most and beautiful ideas. Then in the final, we can use all of the ideas and we create something. Yeah, sometimes it's like a monster, but sometimes it's the beauty.
exactly.
Then it's perfect because we can share with the customer and say, okay, we have the beast and we have the beauty, which you like, and then we can mix, and in the final, it's perfect. We are now, I believe that we are now in the market with the 400 product or services that the people loves. Then for sure, design thinking is a beautiful experience, creating something better, not new, and sometimes it's not innovative.
Great. So what is the relationship between design thinking and UX design?
Wow. Then I think that this is the scale up of design thinking. No, when you are using powerful tools like Scrum, like a retrospective, like Sprint Design, for example, that is used by Google, then you can go forward to put the customer in the center. Then you do nothing. You are doing nothing in the first. You understand in the best way with your persona. You create this part of the proposal. You are also focusing the web persona in the customer journey map and which kind of experiences you like to provide that the people can get through your product. You are not creating nothing. You are creating a clear understanding who is the real customer. Then you need to use the buyer persona.
Agreed. So, Caro, based on your experience, what's the number one advice that you can give to our community of lifelong learners who want to get certified in design thinking?
I think that the most important thing is please dream, be creative, play like a children, play with your team, use a lot of tools, be creative, be happy creating something, and try to figure out how you can solve the problem to the customer. Don't love your idea. Don't be in love with your idea. Share your idea, and for sure, fail fast, fail often, and fail cheap.
I love that. We're going to have to write that down.
Yeah, please.
I love it. Caro, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with and experience with our lifelong learners. I really appreciate your time, and thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you to CertiProf, and thank you to Eugene. I'm really happy for be here. Thank you, and thank you everybody. And please follow CertiProf, and design thinking is the best.
Thank you so much. Caro,
thank you.
Where can we find you? What's your social media?
Yes, please, Carolina Salazar, LinkedIn, and realdesignThinking.com. My mail, Caro, designthinking.com. Sorry, yes. And we can follow us in Instagram, Design Thinking Sweden, in Facebook, Design Thinking Sweden, and for sure in all of the trainings that we are doing and offering through CertiProf. Then we're really happy.
Thank you so much, Caro, for your time.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. We thank those to choose to be here, and we hope this space has been an inspiration to promote the professional growth of our community. If you want to know more about our design thinking certificate, visit us at CertiProf.com. You can also follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter as CertiProf. Let us know in the comments below what other topics you would like us to discuss. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to know about our upcoming episodes. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.